All right, it is Thursday, and I am joined by the inevitable
It's
Joy
not Thursday,
Behar.
it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, and I am still joined by the incredible, the inimitable Joy Behar. Hello. We had a long day today. You were not here yesterday, and people were panicked. I don't know why. It happens from time to time. But
Did you mention why I was not here?
Whoopi, for some reason, said, Joy's not here. Maybe she'll be here tomorrow. Maybe she won't. At which point, she said, nobody knows. At which point I yelled out, no, I know. She's back tomorrow. And Whoopi said, we'll see. But here you are.
She just likes to make
She likes to mess with everybody. But it's...
But the reason I was not here is because I was doing my show, My First Ex-Husband.
Oh, I didn't know you had a show.
On Monday night in Bay Street Theater out in Long Island.
Right.
And I couldn't get here in time.
Yeah, but it worked out. Anna was available, and she filled in, and now you're back.
Right.
I read headlines that you quit the show, or people,
By the way, I'm going to do it again on August 2nd at the West Hampton Beach Theater.
Oh, very exciting. So
Yes.
go to
I'll be there
myfirstexhusband.com.
this weekend on Bay Street, Friday and Saturday.
All right.
And then we're going to Boston in September.
Okay.
Possibly New Jersey in August, and Connecticut. I will
Wow.
keep you posted on those days.
You're working the road. This is like your stand-up days.
You know what? The show is not that hard to do because I don't have to memorize lines.
Right.
They're monologues, stories. People love it. The show Monday night was a killer show.
It's huge.
The audience was so into it
Mm-hmm.
and laughing and having so much fun. It was actually fun to do.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, we did miss you yesterday, and we
Thank
talked,
you.
but luckily we talked about this topic that you got to talk about again today. That when
Epstein.
it's just dominating the headlines. Let's talk about it a little bit here. Let's try to break down why the mysterious Jeffrey Epstein files continue to dominate this news cycle. Why does this story matter so much to his supporters when so many other things don't seem to?
Well, because I think they feel duped.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like, hey, we have this really juicy story, this bad, terrible thing that happened to children. And I think originally they thought that they were going to get some of the Democrats
Yes.
would be on it.
And all these people have denied anything to do with
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
But now they just feel betrayed because Trump was the one who was pumping it up, wasn't he? And then he said it was boring. Boring? Are you kidding me? It's like an episode of Law and Order SVU.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's missing is Benson.
Yeah, well-
Mariska Hargitay.
Give them a couple weeks. I'm sure that episode's coming.
It's got a crime. There's a suicide, possible more nefarious thing that went on with Epstein himself in jail. Right there, you've got the plot, and then you have all of these people who are investigating it, and then there's this horrible sex scandal involved. SVU, special victims.
So I think the feeling was that it was the Democrats that were trying to keep a lid on this, and that once they were out of office, it would all be exposed. And now,
Listen, you know what? Here, I'm a Democrat, okay, or whatever you want to call me.
yeah,
I mean, I did vote for Michael Bloomberg on a Republican ticket once.
I assume would want to see people brought to justice.
To me,
Yes.
pedophilia is pedophilia.
Yeah, it's unforgivable.
Exploiting, underage girls.
Right.
It's called rape, I believe, statutory or otherwise. And that is the bottom line. I don't care who's on who did it, who was on that island. I want to know who they are. I think they should be prosecuted.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Absolutely. We didn't get to talk to you about this earlier in the week,
Yeah.
but and I think many people correctly suggested this was a distraction or an attempt at a distraction. But President Trump said he was considering revoking your former co-host Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship. Were you surprised by this? I mean,
He will do anything to keep the news media off of this Epstein story.
well, we talked about it on Monday, but you're the only one who was here during Rosie's first
was.
round when
yeah.
she really started this.
Right. Well, they're showing that clip on social media now.
Yeah. What do you
Her
remember about
flipping-
that?
Well, I didn't expect her to do that. Well, no one knew she was going to do it, and she flipped her hair and she just went after him. And then after that, he just was furious. He went on every channel blasting Rosie O'Donnell like she was the enemy from another planet, calling her names, physical criticism, horrible.
Yeah. And now he's the president of the United States. She's left the country.
No. First of all, you can't take away a native-born citizenship in this country. It's against the law.
Do you agree it was probably just a distraction to get people to stop talking about Epstein, or an attempt?
I think that's always a possibility with him. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, I think that he's very, very touchy.
Yeah,
You know,
clearly. All right, let's talk about something more enjoyable and fun. You brought a surprise for Whoopi
I
today,
did.
which was exciting. You called me last night to tell me, or texted me yesterday to tell me that you had something up your sleeve.
Right.
Tell us more about this painting and what happened.
I was, tooling around town, shopping and looking around, or I went
As
to
you were
lunch.
wont to do. Instead of coming to work, this is what you were doing, but
No,
yes.
no, this was during the day.
Okay.
I'm off on Monday, remember?
Yes, I know.
Or it could have been Sunday. Mm-hmm. And I stopped in on this gallery because I'm looking for a particular.
I bet it was Tuesday at 11. I'm just saying, but go ahead.
I'm looking for a particular type of painting.
Yeah.
So I went in this gallery and I'm looking around and I see a picture and I say to Julie Keys, who runs the thing, "Hey, Julie, this is funny. It looks just like Whoopi." And she says, "It is Whoopi. It is a picture of Whoopi." And I said, "Oh, how interesting." And she said, take it off the wall and bring it to Whoopi. You can have it. I said, "For free?" "Yes, you just give it to her as a gift." And
That's
I
so
said,
nice.
"Okay, I would do that."
That's great.
Which I did.
And as you pointed out today, you could have kept this on the side, sold it on eBay. It could have been something.
No,
Yeah.
the guy who did it, what's his name? Paul Davis. He's a well-known illustrator.
Right.
And artist. And I could have, definitely made a few bucks on this.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
All right. You're a good friend.
Well,
There's
let
no
me ask you
question.
something. Since I gave her this,
Yes.
do I still have to make her a lasagna
I
for her
don't
birthday?
know.
Isn't it in a couple of weeks?
No,
I
well, the
will.
birthday's November. You got time for that.
I will
yeah,
make her
yeah.
a lasagna.
All right. I think she'd be sad.
I don't think that she gets very disappointed if I don't make her the damn lasagna.
I have one painting story. I don't know if you do you know who Peter Max is? Do you know
Yeah,
the
of
painter
course.
Peter Max?
Yeah.
So I was
From the 60s.
yeah, he was a big artist.
Yeah.
And I was working at David Letterman, and I had booked and was producing Eli Manning, who was the quarterback of the New
Yeah,
York Giants,
right.
and he won the Super Bowl. And it was a big booking, and I had gotten him to come on the David Letterman show, and I was very excited. And I'm getting ready for the show, and I get a phone call from Peter Max's assistant saying, "Hey, I was up all night, and I made this incredible painting of Eli Manning winning the Super Bowl, and I'd like to come on your show and give it to Eli during the interview."
Oh.
And I said, we don't
Wait,
really...
who was this person?
Peter Max's assistant.
Oh, okay.
And I said,
But Peter didn't do it. The assistant.
Peter made the painting.
Oh.
The assistant was calling to say Peter wants to come on.
Oh, okay.
And I said, "You know what? I don't know that I have time for that. I'm sorry, I can't do it."
What?
I had one interview. Things are happening, and I needed the
A
time.
famous artist wants to give a painting to a famous football player on the air, and you say no?
I say no. Now,
You should have been fired for that.
I should have been. Now, wait. A couple minutes later, the phone rings again.
Yeah.
And they say, "Do you mind if you could just have David give Eli Manning the painting instead? Peter doesn't have to be there." And I said, "No, I just don't have the time. I got a lot planned." Hang up the phone. 3 seconds later, phone rings again. It's Peter Max.
Oh.
Peter says, "Hello, I've made 3 of these paintings. One for David Letterman, one for you, and one for Eli Manning.
Oh.
Can you just give it to him?" And I said, yeah, I can do that.
So now you got a famous guy.
I've got this beautiful Eli Manning painting hanging in my basement because my wife won't let it in the living room.
Who gave it to him on the air?
Nobody gave it on the air. I gave it to him in the dressing room. Eli took one, Dave took one, and I took one.
But wasn't the point to show it on the air?
It was initially, but I wasn't going to do that, so we just got to take paintings home.
You're a manipulator.
I wasn't looking for this. I got it. I've got this beautiful painting
and you
now.
got the painting out of
Yeah.
it. Very sneaky.
Listen, I wasn't trying. I'm a big fan of Eli Manning.
How
I
much
love
is that
having it.
painting worth now?
Well, that's the question. I've heard at auction it could go up there a little bit.
Look at you.
Yeah, look at me. Look at me. I'm gonna have it sent to a vault at some point. But yeah,
It's in a vault.
yes, it's in a vault.
Is that the most expensive thing you own?
Yes, I would say so. What's the most expensive thing you own? Your house.
Yeah, besides
Yeah,
a house.
yeah.
That's everybody has a house. If they own
Jewelry?
a
Do you have
house.
anything like?
No, I have not much.
No?
No, I was never really. I like fake jewelry.
Yeah.
Like these. See these? Mm-hmm. I got these in Germany.
Really?
Yeah, there was a store I was in Munich. Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
I've been to Germany about 3 or 4 times.
I do know
I've
that,
told you
yes.
I got it in a department store in Germany, in Munich.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get your take on this hot topic.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. I know. I'm with you.
Really?
I know. Tori Spelling recently revealed that she gave her ex, Dean McDermott, her old breast implants as a do-it-yourself anniversary gift.
Okay, we rejected this story for the show,
Yes.
and now you're dragging it into the
Yes,
podcast.
this was in the Hot Topics
I
mix
had
this
nothing
morning.
to say about it then, and I have nothing to say about it now.
The question is, have you ever done a DIY gift for somebody?
No, make it. Oh yes, what you mean? My
Yeah, do-it-yourself gift.
Oh,
Have
my
you ever
paper
done-
mache puppets.
Yes, which I really would like a paper mache puppet of
but
myself.
I don't have them. I'd have to make a new one.
I think it'd be great. I think that'd be the perfect gift.
I went through, Picasso had his blue period.
Yes.
I had my
Paper mache.
my paper mache puppet period.
Papier-mâché. Yes.
And I told you I would dress them up like my relatives. I put a little mink stole on my Aunt Rose.
Yeah.
I had a couple of that looked like my father. I like doing that.
All right. I would like a paper mache, me at my podium, a paper mache puppet. I think that'd be nice.
I don't do it. I have to have equipment. I need the glue, wallpaper glue.
I'll give you the equipment. I will set it all up for you, a little station, and then you can make me a paper mache puppet. I think that'd be great. Talk about valuable. That'd be more valuable than the Peter Max painting. I think that's pretty good. All right. There was another topic in the hot topics list today about how apparently Generation Z, Gen Z.
Who are they again?
They are very young. That's why I said it that way.
Oh, that's my grandson?
Yes.
14 to 21?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And it's they are more likely than millennials, the next group up, to choose financial stability over love, which is smart.
That's sad.
Well, see, you're the one who always says that you should ignore love and do financial
I never
stability.
said you should ignore love. I just said that you must be in love with the person, and it's nice if they have some financial stability. Listen, when I got married when I was 22, I was a Gen Z or whatever I was then.
Mm-hmm.
We had nothing. But of course, in those days, the Democrats were in charge, so we had social services. Now, forget it.
Well, the article said that 59% of millennials said they would prioritize a broke and magical relationship over financial security.
A broke and magical?
Yes, a relationship where we have nothing, but it's magical. We're in love.
Yeah.
And that'll over financial security.
They want the financial security.
No, the millennials want.
Oh.
The millennials want the magic. Gen Z wants the financial security.
Well, they're very young. They don't know any better because they haven't fallen in love yet. They're too young.
Right.
They haven't fallen in love. Once you fall in love with somebody, you don't care about all that.
All right. So you've been in love twice, more than twice?
In love, actual love, twice.
Oh, that's great. Married both of them.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's good.
I married both of them.
You got a good batting average.
I mean, I had a few boyfriends, not a lot.
Yeah.
Considering my age and how long I've been on this planet, I've had like maybe 6 boyfriends.
Really?
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
counting when I was a kid, the little boyfriends.
Well, you count those a little bit. I mean,
No, I don't count those. I count the real boyfriends that you might have had
yeah,
a certain thing with them.
sure. Okay. All right. Well, all right. So, but 6 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me say, my two Jewish husbands, a Jewish boyfriend, a waspy boyfriend,
Okay.
and one that was another Jewish. They're all Jewish except this one.
That's only 5.
Oh no, then there was the Italian guy.
Okay.
I couldn't do it. Forget about an Italian. I can't do Italian because I'm Italian.
I'm Italian.
I know, but we don't mesh Italian
No.
with me. Jewish guys like me better.
Okay. Interesting. There's another story about how many good days you have each year. It turns out after surveying 5,000 Americans, the average Americans experience 252 good days a year.
Out of 365?
That's insane. That's 5 days a week are good days. That seems very high to me. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, because my daughters will ask, like, did you have a good day today? I don't think and I lie and say yes a lot of the times, but honestly, how many days a week would you say you come home and say, that was a good day?
Well, we were off that week, the 4th of July week. I have a good time when I'm on vacation.
I enjoy a vacation.
Yeah, I do. Because I have a lot of things I want to do.
Right.
And I don't always have time. Like I have to do 3 shows today,
Yes.
for example.
Yes. This is not technically a show.
It's still energy.
Yes, right. Some days are good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, some days are great.
What
I
do
have
you
a good
consider
time.
a perfect day?
I think a day where there's no stressful anything going on and no surprises
All right.
and everything
But
goes exactly as planned.
Okay, but forget the negative. What is the positive thing that makes it a good day?
I think spending time with my family, laughing a lot with the coworkers I have, a positive surprise, something that goes better than expected.
Like what?
Like a show. Like if a show goes even better than I thought it was going to be. If I think like,
How can you tell ahead of time?
Oh, in the moment. You know when you're killing and something goes well. Don't you?
No, I don't.
No?
I don't always know if it's gone. If ahead of time, I don't know.
Or if I hit all the marks that I had for a day, if I've got these meetings and I'm nervous about them and I'm excited when they go well.
See, mostly I am somebody who thinks it's not going to go well, and then when it does, I'm surprised and happy.
Okay, well,
I prefer that. I told you one time, somebody said to me before I went on to do stand-up one
Right.
night, this woman says to me, you know what? You need to do creative visualization. Just visualize that you're going to be so great. They're going to love you. It's going to be funny every second. And I said to her, are you trying to destroy my warm-up? My warm-up is the exact opposite of that.
Right.
So that I go out there and oh, this is good.
Right. And this is evident in your pre-show preparation here.
That's
because
right.
You're
That's right.
very angst-filled until the moment.
Well, it's not angst, but as much
It manifests as more annoyance.
Annoyance.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
Barbara was like that, Walters.
Yeah.
She would be like so edged up before and then go out there and be fabulous and then afterwards be fine.
Now, Whoopi is clockwork because her mood is better the closer we are to the weekend every single day. There's no question. Like if I've got a favor to ask of Whoopi, if I want to get her on the podcast or something, you always ask on a Thursday. Never ask on a Monday. Monday it'll be
done.
no.
Yeah, she's done already.
Yeah, I could go to her on Monday and say, do you want another Academy Award? No. Doesn't matter. Thursday, she'd give me a kidney. It's the best thing. Yeah, so anyway. All right. We have some listener questions for you.
Okay.
We enjoy these. Susan asks, Joy, would you ever write an off-Broadway play about your childhood with all these amazing, colorful characters? It would be a smash. You inspire me to be creative, too, at age 70. How about that?
Well, I used to do a character called Sadie Catalano, and she would give news in the neighborhood. Like only a hail of bullets marred the festivities as wedding bells rang for Carmela Caratucci, et cetera, et cetera.
That's great.
That was one of them. Tragedy struck the home of Maria Fantasia when her 100-pound Cocker Spaniel exploded in her kitchenette after eating an entire tray of lasagna. A shocked neighbor said, I thought that dog was a statue. He never moved. Whatever. Those are
right.
Channeling my family.
Yes.
I came up with this character based on a woman who was in the neighborhood who always over-enunciated everything. My son is working in the restaurant business, she would brag. And I say, oh, really? What does he do? He's a manager at Wendy's. And she would articulate. So I put that into this character. But all my work is from my background.
Right. And current friends and people that you know now, too. It feels like a lot of
Yeah,
that
to
comes
some
from.
extent. Yeah, like Fran.
Yeah.
She's a perfect character, for my plays. Fran Taylor, who does wardrobe here.
Did you ever hear from the people that you were drawing from? Or
They don't know it's them.
They don't know it? They don't see it?
No. Even Neil Simon said, don't worry, they never think it's them.
All right. We have another question. This is from Alexa. Alexa asks, Hi, Joy. I recently got engaged. What's your advice on people nagging you about details of your wedding, wanting to know the bridesmaid's dress color, the venue, who you're inviting, right after you get engaged? How do you make sure that you're truly planning the wedding for yourself?
Well, when I first got married, it was not my wedding. It was my mother's wedding.
Right.
Do what you want. And they did a great job. My Aunt Sadie, she booked the room. I picked my own dress out, of course.
Of course.
But they came with me. Everybody was involved in it, and it was a family affair. So in that sense, it's a gift to them. Think of it that way.
All right. I think
It's a
that's
gift
right.
to your mother.
Yeah. All right. So it's
Unless
not about...
if it's your second marriage, then it's yours.
Okay. So wait for your second marriage to plan it for yourself, Alexa.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, you mentioned you're continuing your movie watching Sundays with Luca.
Yes.
What movie is next?
The next movie, I think, is Some Like It Hot.
All right. That's a great movie.
It's a hilarious,
Yes.
very funny. And then, and Tootsie, in the same genre.
Oh, that's great.
Men dressed up as women can be very,
Yes.
that is funny. And then I thought I would
You
give.
could throw in Mrs. Doubtfire if you want to keep it going.
Yeah, that was, I liked that movie, and
Yeah.
I thought Robin Williams is genius, but the other ones were funnier to
Sure.
me.
I understand.
Yeah. Particularly Some Like It Hot.
That's a classic. There's
I
nothing
saw that
better
movie
than
when I was a child with my mother. And we were in the theater, just me and my mother. We were laughing so loud. I'll never forget it.
Oh, that's great.
It was
What a great memory.
moment with my mother.
Well, speaking of great moments, you and I are having our dinner tonight.
Yeah, I know.
This is very
You know
exciting.
why?
Yeah, well, explain for the audience.
Because he complained to me that I never gave him a Christmas present.
Yeah.
So I'm taking him out to dinner. So don't hock me in November and December.
Well, this is for last year. What about next year?
I do it after the fact.
Okay, so every
You know
summer?
what? I'm going to get you a tie this year because you said you would
I like a tie, yeah.
All right. I always think a tie is such a boring gift. And you always get me technical things.
I try to help you. I think you need a charger or you need like a thing. I got you a very nice umbrella this year. You didn't seem to care.
You got me an umbrella. I didn't get an umbrella.
You got an umbrella. I got you a very nice high-end umbrella. Yes.
Where is it?
I don't know. I gave it to you.
I don't have an umbrella. You never gave me
I
an
gave you
umbrella.
a beautiful umbrella. I gave it to all the co-hosts.
Does it say The View on it?
No, it doesn't, because I knew you wouldn't like that.
No, I don't want to advertise.
I'm aware. I know. I got you. It was a Davek, nice umbrella.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it was good. A nice wooden thing. You could fight people off with it if you needed to.
All right, I'm sorry.
All right, well, you should look it up. You don't have to be sorry. It's fine. So the other thing that this dinner is for is, you remember when I drank the $100 bill that was lit on fire by the magician?
Yeah.
You said if I did it, you'd give me $100, which you never did. So this is kind of a combination dinner.
You know, you have like a very interesting memory of things that are done to you.
Or promised to me that are not fulfilled, yes.
See, I'm not like you.
No.
I forget everything.
I know.
You know, The Secret to Good Health, Claudette Colbert. Remember her, the actress?
Yes.
The Best Days of Our Lives movie. She said the secret to growing older is good health and a bad memory.
Well, I hope to have both those things. At least I have a good day today because I'm having dinner with you. So that'll end up being a good day.
And you'll be telling me stuff out of school, I think.
Yeah, I usually do. One drink in and I'll be telling you.
What are you going to drink? A martini?
I like a Moscow Mule. Maybe
What's
we'll do
in that?
It's vodka, ginger beer, and some lime.
All right, you can have that. I'm not drinking. I don't drink because I have to get up tomorrow
Well, if I
morning.
drink and tell you stuff and you don't drink and tell me stuff.
All right, I'll
then-
have a glass of Sauvignon Blanc. That's my drink.
Okay.
With
that'll be
ice
fine.
on the side.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow I'll be back with Anna Navarro, and we'll see you then.